Creative Babble.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy. Or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey everyone, it's me, Javier. I am taking the week off reporting on news stories. I'm actually away from my home studio, so if it sounds a little different, that's why. But today I want to share with you a little bit of my conversation with Susan Cokas, the host of the Hot Mess Happy Hour. Susan had me on her show, and we're old friends, so we went down memory lane, and I think you would enjoy this conversation. This is a compilation of some of the best moments from our interview, but if you want to listen to the rest of the conversation, go to Hot Mess Happy Hour, wherever you get your podcast, and there are two parts, part 1 and part 2, with my conversation with Susan Cokas. I think you're going to enjoy it. Now, let's play the show.
Grab a cocktail and get ready to laugh. Have a drink, or a 1.5. Be prepared for us to go off track. It's Hot Mess Happy Hour. Good morning, good evening, good day. Thanks for joining us. Today I have a special treat. I've been wanting to have this guest on the show for a while now. My good friend and mentor, Javier Leyva, host of the famous Pretend podcast. Definitely give it a listen. It's a highly popular Raleigh-based true crime series, so right around the corner from me, where I'm located. He's been featured in the New York Times, BBC, and New York Magazine. His face and podcast name was in Times Square on, all those billboardy light-up things. I don't know what they're called. He's rubbed shoulders with con artists, cult leaders, and he's also an Emmy Award winner. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Today, my guest is Javier Leyva, who I credit with starting this podcast.
I'm responsible for it.
He is responsible. And a little bit someone else who works for the FBI, but that's another story. And I don't know if she wants to be named.
It's on the cover.
I had all these episodes done and I didn't put them up. And you're like, just put them out. Like you were irritated.
Yeah. But we got it.
We got it. Yeah. So, but I wanted Javier on for a long time. He has a podcast, Pretend Radio. Yeah. Which is
pretend.
Amazing.
That just shows
pretend.
You how
I'm the original
you're
fan.
Like the OG.
I'm the OG. It's Pretend. That's right. I'm
it
sorry.
used to be Pretend Radio, and then
radio's done.
I didn't like the logo.
I like Pretend. Radio's
yeah,
gone. Yeah, I used to write for radio.
And I was like, it's just Pretend.
It's Pretend.
I don't need to over-explain it.
I worked with Javier years and years ago. And I remember us listening to Serial. Remember? We were like, wow, it's so cool. And then you're like, I think I want to do a podcast. Did that make you want to do a podcast, Serial?
Not Serial in particular, no. It was more like This American Life and Radio. Those were like my influences.
But I wish we had all started a podcast back then because there's no competition.
There was no competition.
Nobody. There were like 10 podcasts.
I was the only con artist podcast in town. And now...
everyone thinks
there's like 20 different versions.
I know. You've been on for how long? 10 years?
Now.
9th year.
10th year next year. And I want to do something big.
Yeah. Let me know what I can do. I'll help. I'll help do something. All right.
You know what? Next year. So my longest job has been 10 years.
Yeah.
At this production company I used to work at.
Oh,
and so
how do you?
10.
Oh, yeah. I should be not saying.
We can say it.
Yeah.
And so after on my 11th year of Pretend, it will be my longest.
Oh my gosh.
Job. Yeah. Which is so cool.
That's a real high five. That was not added
that was not AI.
That was not AI or my producer. He does put in sound effects randomly, which is actually kind of funny. But we talked about a baby on one episode, and then you hear wah or something in the background. I'm like, what is this? Because he added it after I left it.
I love that. I love sound effects. I suspect that a lot of my listeners are going to be listening to this and being like introduced to Susan
Oh,
the
no.
first time.
And they're like, why? Why?
No,
Why are they friends?
I just like that. Like the concept of your show is a hot mess happy hour.
Yeah.
We were just
The stakes are low. Like, you can say anything. It's
Yes.
hot mess. You can be as yourself as you want to be.
So we were at
No
a
judgment.
meetup tonight.
Yes.
And Susan is cradling her bottle of wine.
I didn't know I was.
Like it was a blankie or something.
Well, I was trying to be kind and bring a bottle to offer to share.
But nobody is going to want
any.
your warm, like, bottle that you're wrapped.
It's a Cabernet. It's not supposed to be cold.
Well,
Come on,
you're
Javier.
cradling it.
I wasn't cradling it. I was like
Your body heat.
cinching it. I was like clasping it.
Nobody's going to, like, take your bottle away. Are you kidding me? But anyway, so yeah, Susan, she's all over the place, but that's what we love about
What?
Susan. So Susan,
Uh-oh.
have you talked about your improv days? Or, I'm sure you
No.
have, right? Your
A
Second
little
City
bit.
days?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Susan was a writer at this place that we worked at that we will not
We
name.
don't name you. Just in case.
But
Just in
Susan
case.
has such a great energy, and she
Oh, I don't
also
know.
was like on Second City in Chicago with a bunch of famous names
Training center.
or trains,
But with famous names, though, yeah.
with famous names, and
Yeah.
you can just tell she brings that energy to all the projects. And so one time we decided that we were going to do a video. We hired, instead of hiring an actor, because we used to hire actors all the time to do
Yeah.
these corporate videos, we hired an improv guy.
Did I beg for that?
Washington, probably.
I probably
and
begged for
we
that.
did the whole thing like Curb Your
Like
Enthusiasm,
improv.
no script.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah, this guy, like the concept was that he was kind of like that movie where he was like a consultant.
yeah.
Like, what was that movie with that Mike Judge did?
Commercial.
Office Space.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
All right.
He walks in and he's like quote unquote idiot. He's not an idiot. He's a wonderful person. But and another funny story from that. He's bald and he's a super great, talented person.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with being bald, but Javier has this luscious, like dark, thick hair. So it's the first day of you know where I'm going. It's the first day of the shoot. And Javier was a couple minutes late, and he's running his fingers through his hair was longer then, and he's going like, well, you can't see me, but he's going like this. Picture it. You can picture it, people.
Flicking my hair
He's
back.
flicking his fabulous hair back in front of Chris, and he's like, it's hard. I have so much hair. It takes a long time to dry. You literally said that to a bald man.
I know.
And he was just looking at you so deadpan, and I'm like, is he being funny or is he literally offended? So I took over his side, and I'm like, stop talking about your hair.
But you see, listeners, you don't know this, but prior to this conversation, I was telling Susan that I have been officially diagnosed with ADHD. Yay!
Join the group. Yeah, we have another one, listeners.
And Susan doesn't believe that I have ADHD.
I do a little bit now because Jerry told you something, then you forgot about it.
But it's just not as
later.
bad as yours. So I saw this video the other day, and a guy invented a little tiny symbol, a real one that clips right onto your car air vent. So instead of air drumming on your steering wheel at a red light, you can actually hit a symbol too. And my first thought was, that is so dumb. And my second thought was, I want one. And my third thought was, why didn't I think of that? Because that's the thing, right? We all have these great ideas, and it's never the idea that stops us. It's the wall, the website, the payment stuff, the boring parts that make you go, maybe I'll do this later. And that's the whole reason why Shopify exists. You bring the idea, and you already handled the hard part on day one. The website, no coding. You pick up a template, their AI helps you out, and the thing in your head is just there, looking just like you pitched it. You bring the idea, and they've already handled the hard part on day one. Then somebody actually buys it, and the checkout is already handled, optimized right out of the gate. And the folks who come back, they buy in a single click. You don't have to lift a finger. And when you get stuck, and you will, there's a built-in assistant called Sidekick. The questions that you're too embarrassed to ask, they got you covered. So go ahead, check out shopify.com/pretend if you're curious. All you need is an idea, and Shopify handles the rest. Start your free trial at shopify.com/pretend. Again, start your free trial at shopify.com/pretend.
And we're live on match day as Doug reaches for a buffalo wing. He's got it! Oh, and he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! What a finish! There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi.
Well, okay, so this is kind of a cool story. And not crazy, but this is like a little known fact that maybe you don't even know.
Okay.
I grew up, I don't really talk to my father much these days, but growing up.
Are your parents divorced?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know that.
And growing up, my dad was the manager at the Orange Bowl, which anybody that knows Miami in the 80s, the Orange Bowl was where the Dolphins played.
Oh, yeah, a bit huge.
Where the Miami Hurricanes played.
Isn't that where playoffs were? Not playoffs.
Well,
like
they have the bowl.
Championship, the bowl.
Orange Bowl.
Yeah. The actual Orange Bowl.
Yeah, the actual Orange Bowl on New Year's.
This is a stadium, not for my listeners who are not athletic. This is a stadium, not a bowl of fruit.
Yeah,
not like a fruit basket or an edible
It's
arrangement.
like a stadium that no longer exists, by the way. They tore it down. Yeah,
that's sad. So your dad was the manager of that?
Yeah, he was the manager, and so
That's
not
very
only
cool.
did they host all these like great like games and stuff, but this was the concert venue growing up. You know, so for like big shows.
Did you get to go everywhere?
Well, I would just hang out there, and I'm going to tell you the people who I remember.
Yeah.
And God knows who I just didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people that I probably met that I have no idea.
Not to name drop, but Javier went to school with Pitbull.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm about to name drop. So
you sit down. Hang on to your pantaloons.
Madonna, like doing her, like, what do they call it, mic checks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is at her prime in the 80s.
This is when she was hot.
Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5.
You met Michael Jackson?
I was terrified of him because remember, I was a little kid.
Yeah, he's kind of weird.
And my instincts, you know. But
you met. You didn't go back to his
Never Neverland.
Did you have a sleepover?
No. But
Javier.
all I knew about Michael Jackson was Thriller.
Yeah.
And that scared the shit out of me. And so I was hanging out at the office. And they walk in, like the Jackson 5 walk in, and I remember hiding under the desk. That's like a very visceral.
Oh my God. You were like
memory.
5?
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever that.
Wow.
I could look it up. And then,
oh, that's cool.
Like, just George Michael, Pete Rose, like George all these people like that I just casually met in the back office at the Orange Bowl. Yeah. Isn't that cool? The Rolling Stones.
You met the Rolling Stones?
In fact, you know, I don't think people, unless you're from Miami, appreciate how not the United States it is.
Miami?
Yeah.
Why is it like, not that? I've been there, but why is
culturally, it's just like the real Miami, not Miami Beach.
Yeah.
The real Miami
it's more Cuban.
Is very Cuban and very Hispanic and Latin American.
You said you didn't speak English till you were 5,
so
right?
I was like 5 or 6, yeah.
So when you met Madonna and Michael Jackson.
Was a very poor English speaker, yeah.
You're like, oh.
And so music that was popular everywhere else was not like we were listening to like salsa merengue.
Right,
okay?
yeah. You're like, salsa's great. Who are these posers? Yeah.
So I remember watching the Rolling Stones, and I was never exposed to that as a child. Like my parents didn't listen to it. You know?
Yeah, neither did mine.
But I remember they made such an impression on me, and I've seen them so many times.
Did you like them?
Yeah, I love the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
In fact, it's my wife's secret weapon. Like if I'm in a bad mood, and this is like the craziest thing.
She'll put, what song?
No, it's scary.
Which
Any
song?
You could just put on the Rolling Stones, and I could be boiling mad. Like just like
I wish I'd known this at Centerline. I would have constantly streamed Rolling Stones.
And it's gone.
And you're like,
it's gone.
Isn't
just a couple notes.
So you have a good memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we, I don't know if we should talk about this, but you told me a story that was horrifying.
Oh.
It's not a hotness story, and it's not you specifically, but you worked with like a crazy person that.
Oh, yeah.
Should we talk about it?
If you want to bring it down.
I mean, it's hot mess, but it's like, it's more true crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Vester Flanagan, the guy that I worked with? Yeah.
When you told me that story, because you're like, I rode in a van with him.
You and I were together. I remember you and I were together. You don't remember this because it didn't happen
It wasn't
to you.
my life, yeah.
Yeah, but we were.
Oh, I do remember.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you were like, holy shit. Oh, yeah,
you were
tell
there.
the story.
You were
yes,
there. Like, okay, so early on.
Oh, I didn't realize I was part of the story, but I am part of
the story. So, Vester Flanagan was a reporter that I worked with here in North Carolina early on. This is like my first news gig.
Yeah.
And I'm his photojournalist, and we worked together. And this guy was like a real asshole.
Yeah.
He was like this California dude. I mean, he could have been a football player. He was built like a football player.
Yeah.
Right? But he was very vain.
Was he good?
He was very good, but he was
good.
so competitive.
Hard to work with.
And hard to work with.
Yeah.
And he's just an overall asshole.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, apparently, yes.
Yeah. As
we find out later.
So I would work with this guy, and like, you know, imagine a photojournalist is like holding this big ass camera, and then the reporter's in front of the photojournalist holding a microphone to whoever they're interviewing. He would turn around and be like, no, your shot's wrong. I'm like, how do you know my shot's wrong?
How does he know what you're looking at?
Yeah,
Because
you
you're
know
in
what I'm
front of
looking
him.
at? Yeah, and he would like micromanage me, and it was such a pain in the ass.
Oh, no.
And I'm so glad I never really crossed this guy.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
He's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
You rode in a van with him.
Every day.
For how long? For a year?
And the listeners who don't know, for a year on and off. Not,
oh my God.
Yeah, and so like, I mean, I worked with other reporters, but he and I would go on.
You're probably the only person that would deal with him because you're easy to. You're nice to people, even if they don't deserve it.
Bester Flanagan, after we worked together, and this is like now.
Should I bleep out his last name or
no? Whatever.
Okay.
He's become like this. I don't know. This like. I don't know. We will go. We'll remind me to circle back to it.
Yeah.
So
isn't he in jail?
No. So
shit.
So you and I we're working together now.
Yes.
So many years passed.
Yes.
Right. I'm no longer in news.
Right. You're at a new job.
A new job, and Vester now is working in Virginia Beach area.
Yes, that's right.
I think
Yes.
Virginia Beach area.
And
he's still a reporter.
Yeah.
And one day he decided that he was.
Well, he got fired, I thought.
He got fired.
That's what triggered it, right? Yeah.
He got fired. He was pissed. And he just wanted to make a big statement, I guess. I don't know. But he showed up at a live shot in the morning, like it was a morning.
Because he knew
shot.
where they'd be.
Like I want to say like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, my God.
Like that.
In a way, that's a blessing. Not that many people are out.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
And so he shows up to this live shot where this reporter from the station that he got fired and this photojournalist were interviewing. It was like a puff piece for the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, like nothing.
Like that.
Yeah.
And he
not worth risking your life for.
No, it was not even.
It's not like you're reporting from the Iran War or something.
It's like a very safe story.
Yeah.
And Vester comes from behind in the dark, and he's shooting this whole thing on Facebook Live, and then he pulls out a gun and he kills the reporter and he kills the photojournalist.
He killed both of them. I thought one was injured.
He killed both of them, and he shot the person being interviewed from the chamber. I think it was the Chamber of Commerce. She survived, and then
he killed two people. I thought he killed one, and one was in critical condition.
He killed two people. Yeah,
and he's not in jail?
No. So you and I are now sitting at the break room area, like the downstairs thing. We're hanging out, and we saw on the news, because you see he wasn't going under the name Bester Flanagan anymore. He had a different news name.
Oh.
And
he had a bad reputation.
Yeah, and so they were reporting the news that this reporter killed these reporter and photojournalist, but they were using a different name, and I can't recall right now what
but
the
then
name
you saw
was. So I didn't recognize it, and by the time you and I were having lunch or whatever, they said, oh, and his real name is Vester Flanagan. That's when I found out. I found out like while we were eating lunch.
Jeez, God.
And that was I remember that day clearly, because I was like, my God.
My God. And that was, 5 years after you worked with him?
Yeah,
6 years?
something like that. And like,
so he was ready to snap at any time.
Yeah, and it was just scary because
sad.
What are the chances that you
know a murderer?
Yeah, and he's not like a serial killer. I don't know what.
How is he not still in jail? He killed two people.
Oh well, then later on that day he killed himself.
Oh, he killed himself. Okay,
yeah.
Well,
because I think they spotted him, and you want to know something crazy? Because I think
that's all pretty crazy.
There's things like that happen, and I'm sure it happens in your life and anybody who's listening, like just weird shit that just should not happen.
Yeah.
So
constantly.
You were asking me like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And I never even talked about this on the podcast. So
it all comes out.
Breaking news.
This is
so. But I just feel like the chances of running into a Vester were like almost like winning the
1 in a million.
Like
well, not losing the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 in a million.
One day, my family and I are in Miami, and like my whole family. Like I'm talking about my mom, my sister-in-law who was probably pregnant at the time of my news, my daughters, my wife.
Yeah.
Everybody was in the water in Miami, and we made it a point of saying, what a beautiful day. It really was a beautiful day.
It was past tense. Yeah.
It wasn't like super wavy.
Yeah.
The water was like that. When you picture a Caribbean,
Clear.
like that.
Yeah, like beautiful.
It was just like,
that's
you
Miami.
see your
In
toes.
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was not too hot.
Yeah.
It was just, we were like commenting.
Yeah, that is
What
so
a
nice.
perfect
Yeah,
day.
this is
What a
great.
perfect day. And then all of a sudden, the lifeguard starts blowing his whistle. And he's looking at us, and I'm like, we're just standing here. We're not
like,
doing anything bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is he
He
whistling
wants
at
you to
us?
get out of the water.
And we turn around, and I see 3 fins. And I'm thinking, my first thought was they're dolphins.
Yeah. Hopefully.
But
Shit.
dolphins don't zigzag.
Dolphin don't. Yeah,
they
no.
don't
Dolphins,
zigzag.
and they don't really have a fin. They have a small fin. They kind of hop.
They hop.
They-
This
yeah,
guy was
they wave. They
zigzagging.
don't zigzag,
Yeah,
for sure.
and but you have to imagine all this is happening.
Yeah.
It's in slow motion.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
Anything bad that
it
happens in
happened like
slow
that.
motion.
It
Yeah.
happened in a split second.
Any car accident I've been in
Yeah.
is slow motion.
Yeah.
You remember it in slow motion.
Oh, but it was a hammerhead shark.
Yeah.
Okay, like a huge hammerhead shark.
Do they kill people?
I don't. Well, we were about to find out, and so
Oh, no.
we're at the beach, and my mom freezes.
Of
okay?
course.
So
yeah.
instead of like,
yeah. Instead of like going
Yeah.
back, yeah.
and you cannot outrun
No.
a shark,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
she freezes, does not move. Okay, my oldest daughter starts screaming,
Of course,
bloody murder.
attracting the shark.
My wife is cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
She should be like a hostage negotiator. I almost chopped my wife's finger off once
gee.
Christmas. Like,
Were you mad?
No, she was,
Did she get you a bad gift?
we were trying to put the Christmas tree in a stand, and like, you know how you like have to get into the spikes? Or she was checking the bottom of it, and I went,
Oh,
and I
no.
went slam.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
she's like needs stitches, and she's calm, and I'm like, ah!
And you're the one that did it. And she's bleeding. Is it like spurting
She's
blood?
so
Like,
calm.
yeah.
And I'm
no,
like,
I'm the same way.
You don't want me in an
I don't want
emergency.
you in an
Like, I don't
emergency.
think people. Well, anyway, back to the shark story. So,
I totally
my
forgot.
wife is super calm. My mom is standing still. My daughter's freaking out.
Yeah.
And
Where do you fall on the spectrum?
Well, my oldest daughter and my sister-in-law were closest to the shore, so they're running. to the shark.
They're safe.
I'm running towards the shore because that's
Yeah.
what you do when
But
a
shouldn't you
shark's coming.
grab somebody?
Well, no, because I'm running and I'm thinking everybody else should be running
Are you
too.
saving yourself though, and not?
I'm saving myself, but then I turn around
Like your mother.
and I realize what's
yeah,
happening.
you pick your mother up.
Yeah.
And you,
And I'm like, so now I'm running towards the shark. Okay.
What? To be
Yeah.
a good son.
Yeah, so I'm running towards the shark. My wife is being a champ and calm, and all of a sudden, my wife went from being calm to like having this expression on her face, like, you know, like
Yeah.
that.
Uh-oh.
It's like something happened,
Oh,
and I go, holy shit!
What happened? A shark
I
brushed
was like,
past her.
this is it. Like she either lost her.
yeah.
Best case scenario, she lost her leg.
That's the best
Yeah.
thing ever.
And okay, so fast forward. It turns out that there was a little shark that swam between us, and the big shark was trying to get to the little shark, and we were just in the way.
Oh my God.
And so when we got out of the beach, because it was really scary, on our way,
So the little shark brushed past your wife.
yeah, we just didn't
But not
notice
the
it.
big shark.
The big shark just slammed into my daughter and my wife. Yeah, it was a hammerhead. So
And like knocked him over?
that's when she did the gasp. You know,
What did your daughter do?
she was. I don't even know. You know, it's like,
It's
all
like
happening
you're
so
like
fast.
oh, you're just
So-
freaking out.
So when we get out of, like, when we're walking toward, and I'm pushing
This is
my mom
horrifying.
out.
This is horrifying. This is actually, I don't know if I'd be calm during this. I don't know if I'd be calm with the shark butting up against me and my mother freezing.
So
I don't know.
we're walking up the shore, right? And the little shark is just swimming there. And we see it, and he was just hanging out, trying to stay away from the big shark. And the whole beach evacuated. The whole beach. Like
Yeah.
all of Miami Beach. You have to imagine.
Oh
like, the
yeah,
whole
Miami
was
Beach is
empty.
very crowded. Yeah.
And the lifeguard came up to us and he's like, I thought you guys were goners because I'd never seen that. Like, this is a guy that sits at the beach.
Yeah, all day long, forever.
He was waiting to see the red.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. But he did blow the whistle. But here's the thing. You don't know what the whistle could mean. No running.
he was
the
yelling
whistle
at
could
us.
mean like, I don't like you, like, whatever. Like,
But
there should be some sort of like, boop, like 3 whistles means shark,
Yeah.
2 whistles means riptide.
so before you get to the beach, you have to take a test.
I don't know. yeah.
So the beach evacuates, and we wait a while, and I'm talking to my wife, and I'm like, when they let us back in, we should. Oh, we saw the shark, by the way. He was hanging out, like the big guy.
You saw the shark that brushed past you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like after he was just like
Now I'm gonna
out.
look up if hammerheads kill people.
I don't know what they do. We started getting a lot of TikTok videos after that about sharks, but. So I told my wife, I said...
Oh, because people knew that you were...
No, because I think once we start searching for it...
Oh, like, the algorithm's like, these are Sharknado people. Yeah.
Like, if that wasn't traumatic enough, now we have
it's like someone serving me clown thing. I'm terrified of
so
clowns.
I told my wife, I said, we have to get back in the water, because otherwise...
The kids will never swim.
We'll never get in the water again. And she goes, nope, sorry, my fear has set. Like, she was very...
She put her foot
She
down.
was actually very traumatized by the whole thing. We got back in. We got... And
you got back in?
Yeah, and they blew the whistle again, but this time it happened by the jetty.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Your wife got back in too? You made her get back in?
Okay. She did not get back in. In fact...
See, if I'm with her, I'm sorry. I side with her because... To put myself in danger is one thing, and you in danger is, like, sad, but, like, that's, whatever. But to bring my kids back in a shark-infested water area, I wouldn't have done that.
Well, I mean...
But I understand what you're saying. Like, they'll never swim again, and you'll be forever.
I mean, but I guess this goes back to the Vester Flanagan thing. It's like, what are the chances of that happening?
Yeah.
I mean, like, that happens again. But then it's funny enough, it happened again. Like, not exactly the same, but it happened again that same day.
In Miami?
Well, they blew the whistle
somewhere
again.
else.
No. The same beach?
The same beach? That lifeguard was probably he probably went home and drank a fifth of something. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. That was Hot Mess Happy Hour. Susan is a hot mess, but that is part of her charm. If you enjoyed this episode and you want to hear more, check out the Hot Mess Happy Hour wherever you get your podcasts.
Creative Babble.